This video will take you through how to update your software and firmware on your Mark 7 reloading auto drive. Things you will need are the micro SD card that shipped with the unit, as well as the micro SD card to SD card adapter. You may also need an adapter for that SD card to interface with your laptop or desktop computer. Once you have installed that SD card into your computer, we can go to the Mark 7 reloading webpage, markvii-loading.com. Once you're here, you can go to Support and hover over this tab. And we're going to go down to Knowledge Base. We're going to go ahead and click Knowledge Base, and it'll open up into the Knowledge Base directory. Here you can see software and firmware updates for the different machine categories. Today we'll be working with Revolution. You can also look at frequently asked questions, user manuals, instructional videos, and plenty of other information on this page. We're going to go ahead and click Revolution. Here we can see our Revolution software and firmware, version 2.17 software, firmware is version 27. It's a 4 megabyte file. When we click on this, it should automatically start downloading. Your computer may have settings that prevent it to start downloading. Make sure you allow the download or the pop-up. We can click the Revolution firmware download. We can see it's downloaded up here. And on Edge, which is what this browser is, I can open the source folder where it downloaded to. Other browsers may be different. We want to find where it was downloaded to. In this case, I'm just going to click Show in Folder. Now that we've shown in folder, this is where the files have been downloaded to. I want to extract them. Different computers may have different options. On Windows 11, we have an Extract All button here, and you can also right-click and hit Extract All. I'm going to extract these, and it's going to go to the default directory. I'm going to extract, and it opens up where my files are. I'm going to leave this window alone, and I'm going to go to where that USB drive is. We can see we have some files on here. To make sure that everything gets downloaded and installed correctly, I'm going to format this drive before I move on. I can right-click the USB drive, and I can click Format. FAT32 is the default. We're going to leave that at FAT32. Click Start. Yes, we are going to erase all data on the disk. That is okay. Boom, the format is complete. And now I can highlight, right-click and copy, or drag and drop your preference to the USB drive. I want to make sure it's just these two files, the .hex and .apk on the USB drive. Once that is complete, I want to make sure to eject, to safely eject that USB. And now we can go to installing that software in the tablet. So let's go over and do that now. Now that we have our software and firmware update on our micro SD card, let's go ahead and take our tablet out of the bracket and look at the back side. You'll notice that you have a SD card slot right here. If your tablet is white and gold or the newer black style, this is where it will be. If it is not one of those styles, it may be elsewhere, like on an edge or otherwise somewhere else on the tablet. So we're going to take our SD card and we're going to slot it in. Careful not to mangle your cables. And it should, be careful here not to lose it. And it should go down about that far. Make sure it's securely put in its slot, and we can turn the tablet back around. Now that we have the SD card loaded in the tablet, we can perform a software update first, followed by firmware update. Software update will take a few minutes, and the tablet will restart at the end of it and leave you with an updated tablet at the launcher screen. Now that our software update is complete, we can do our firmware update. Firmware lives on the console, software lives on the tablet. So the firmware is machine specific. Ensure you're downloading the correct firmware for the machine you're using. Firmware file has been found, ready to upload, and this is a pretty quick process. We can hit upload. And once that's done, we can hit close. Now, when we go to Loader, here at the bottom of the screen, we'll be able to see our new software and firmware versions. At the bottom, we see version. Let's wait for it to finish loading. Version, software version 2.17, firmware version, a Revolution 27 on a 3-stage motor on USB. We can now hit accept to go into the loading software and load some ammunition. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us at Mark 7 Reloading. We hope you have a great day and happy loading.